Guys, thank you so much for coming back. Real quick video on an update on where my business is at. It's been moving, and I don't know. I flipped a switch, and now I can't shut it off. My phone won't stop ringing. I keep getting messages. Probably the best problem to have, right? But anyways, let's roll the intro and get into it. Thanks. All right. So since the last video, things have really stepped up. I think where we left it off before, I ended up renting for 14 days. And one of those actually turned into, I'm on day 8 or 9 of it now. And I've just been making money on that with like dump and return. I've been emptying it and returning it. That's a hoarder house that's just up the road here. But so that one's going good. Actually, I got some footage of that somewhere. I'll see if I can throw that in here. I forgot about that. But yeah, we got that one. And then I had a contractor in Huntsville that had a bathroom remodel. I dropped it for him. He was super easy to work with. He got me down on the price a little bit because he had another guy that he was working with previously, and his prices were lower. And he's like, "Hey, I want to build a relationship, work with you." So I took the hit on that, and he was super easy to work with. So that's just easy money right there. So I'll probably continue to do that. And then I got another house clean out that so let me explain this. My day shift, so I work my work schedule, my regular job is week on, week off, and then it's a day shift, so I work like 7 days, have a week off, and then 7 nights. So once a month I have 1 week that's like super difficult to deal with rentals, and that's my day shift week, which is what I'm in now. So I had someone call last night. My wife took the call. My Google phone number goes to both of our phones, and I just let her pick them all up because she's way better at that than I am. So, and her dad had a property or something. It's a rental property, and the people moved out but did not take all the stuff. That happens quite often. So, they said they needed it by Thursday, and I said, "Hey, look, my schedule this week is super jammed, but what I would like to do, I know she only needed 2 days. I said, I can give it to you at the 2-day price, but I got to leave it there for a week because I just can't do it. And I said, take your time with it, whatever. It's a 2-day price. She jumped on that real quick. I dumped it off last night. And then before we went to bed last night, she texted us and she's like, "Hey, the dumpster's full. You can pick it up whenever." And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I was at work today, and then on the way home from work, this address was sort of on the way home, so I swung by there. I took my rig to work, and then on the way home, I picked that dumpster up and brought it home. And so that was like an easy $270 that I hadn't even planned on making, and I made it in a matter of hours. I mean, that was easy money. So that worked out real well. And I got the number of tire kickers has gone like through the roof. I had a bunch before, but now it's like really high. Like it's everybody price checking. We had one guy tell us that we were crazy for our prices. And he's like, "Well, I'll just take it to the dump myself." I said, "Well, you go ahead and do that then." I mean, my wife took the call, but she was real nice about it. But most people are pretty cool. But every once in a while, you get a curmudgeon who's like, "What? You want to charge me how much to do what?" Yeah, but anyways, so that's where we're at right now. And yeah, I want to talk about a lesson I learned on dropping this can off, and you'll see there's more footage on it later in the video, so stay watching for that. But basically, I'm new to the roll off. I'm new to the waste management and dumpsters period. But I've always been very fortunate so far to be able to drop them on like pretty flat level surfaces. Maybe a little bit of upgrade or down or upgrade or whatever. But as far as like it being tilted and twisted, I never experienced that until today. Well, we had a driveway, this quick turnaround one, where the driveway came around at an angle, and as it did that, it tilted down towards the house. So like the house was over here, and then the driveway came around it, but it came around it, and the way the lot drainage was, it was up here on a hill, and everything kind of came over the driveway and around the what's the bottom of a house called? Whatever, and then like flowed out to the street foundation, and that included the driveway. So when I set the can down initially, it slid off of the rails of my trailer because one end in the back was higher and it was tilted and twisted, and even when I had it on the ground, it was twisted. Well, once I got it off, I was like, cool, this shouldn't be, I got it figured out. Well, I went to go pick it up today, and it fought me putting it on the trailer. It slid over once I was pulling it on, and it was pretty tough. But I finally got it. I ended up dragging it down the driveway a little bit, and I did leave some marks on the driveway. I wasn't too happy with that, but no damage other than that. Yeah, so I'm gonna start paying a lot more attention to the type and like grade and flatness of where I'm putting these cans, because if it's hard to drop it, it's going to be even harder to pick it up. So that's a pretty valuable lesson I learned. Anyways, we're going to jump into the video here, and the video starts kind of like 3/4 of my day yesterday. I was already running back and forth to the dump. I had one can swap out I had to do with my hoarder house, and then I had to run the contractor bin from Huntsville. I picked it up that morning, and then I ran it to the dump. And it was rainy, and it was a lot of work that day, but that's where the video picks up. So watch the thing all the way through. There's some good tidbits, some funny stuff, and you'll be able to get to see where that dumpster is like sliding off the trailer. Thankfully, it didn't damage anything other than my pride. But thanks for watching, guys. Let's do it. Hey guys, we thought the day was over. We did 2 runs to the dump, 1 drop off, and then I was sitting down for lunch. The phone rang. It was a lady out in Bremen, which is like, well, it's 35 minutes from here. And she needed a can. Now, this is a weird situation, not a weird situation, it's a situation I deal with every month. My day shift week at work, I work week on, week off. My day shift week at work, I have a hard time renting. Well, this lady needed it for 2 days. I don't have anything booked, so I told her, I said, hey, I can come drop it off right now. I'll pick it up in a week, and I'll charge you for 2 days. I would rather make the $280, whatever it is after taxes, doing that than not renting it at all. And, so we're on our way out to Bremen now. I got my big helper with me there. Eli, you ready to do it, bro? Yeah, he's ready to do it. So, you get to tag along, and we'll drop this one off, and then hopefully then we'll be done for the day. But it don't sleep. The money doesn't So what you're looking at here is me going back and forth with my wife on the phone, who is then going back and forth with the customer on where they want this bin. They told me they wanted it like around the corner up against the house, but the driveway is like 1 car wide. I couldn't get the can back there. It kind of looks like there's plenty of room, but it was really, really tight. And to add troubles to it, not only was the driveway turned, it was like on an incline too, or like it was like one side was lower than the other side, so everything was twisted. It was a big mess. I actually had the can fall off of the right there. You can see the can fell off of the trailer, so it was pretty tough. But I finally got a hold of them, and we just decided that we're just going to place it on the side of the house there, where it was a lot easier.
fought with this thing a lot. This driveway is difficult because it's on a slope and it turns. So I really had a tough go with that one, but we got it there. No damage, so that's good. Yeah, originally they wanted it up around the corner, and it's just, there's no way. So you can see even right here, it's kind of got my box twisted a little bit, but that's fine. I'll make sure everything opens. Minutes to get to this next one. At least I have company.
Hello. No, you have about 8 feet.
How's that living on that trailer?
You have about 6 feet. You have 2 feet.
Alright, I'm headed to the first drop location. This one's just like 4 miles from the house. Got my trailer back there. I use Docket. It's super seamless. It like pulls up maps for me, lets me send a text message to the customer, tell them I'm on my way. So I'm pretty happy with that software. I know a lot of guys used DRS or dumpster rental services or systems, whatever it is. And I may look at that in the future, but it's quite a bit more expensive than Docket. Anyways, we'll turn you back on when we get there for the off. All right. Let's go put this right here. It looks like maybe a hoarder clean out or something, but we'll just put this right here. I think it'll fit just fine. dropped. I'll put it in on Docket that it was dropped, and go back to the house, pick up the other bin, and then I got a 45-minute drive to the next one.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for this one. I know those clips were out of order, and I was talking about the first drop, and it was the last one I showed. You get it. I'm driving around. I'm dropping dumpsters. I'm doing work. But yeah, so things are taking off. I'm learning a lot, and one of the things I'm learning, I think your work comes behind your efforts. And in my instance, by a couple days to weeks, depending on what avenue I do it. But this business works. It definitely works. If you're interested to know, over 7 days of work, I've made... Here, let me show you. Let's see. Let me show you. Here's the card transactions I've taken. There. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see that? Is it coming in? So those are the card transactions I've taken over a 6 or 7 day period. So I mean, it works. there's work out there. That's one guy with 2 bins. So if I had another bin, I could have rented it out more. I did have to turn some work down because I had both my bins rented out. So I'm looking at a different bin. I'm looking at American Dumpsters. They make a bin for load trail that's a 20-yard, and it's like $5,000, but it's down in Jacksonville. So I'm gonna probably order one maybe the first part of this year and go down there and pick it up, depending on how the money keeps coming in. Yeah, but my idea here is just to keep this money in the business, keep it moving, and I should probably get my accountant involved, and she could tell me the smartest things to do, where to put this money and like how much to set aside for taxes and all this stuff. So, because I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to get bit in the butt big time by the big, well, in the military we call it the big green weenie, but the IRS, they'll bite me. So I don't want to do that. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate your support. My channel has gotten so much more attention than I thought it was going to. I have 2 channels, right? I have another channel I've been working on for like 3 or 4 years. It doesn't even have 1,000 subscribers. I have 3 or 4 videos on this channel, and I've got 200 subscribers, and you guys interact with me, and oh my gosh, I mean, this channel is gonna surpass my other one, and I could probably get this thing monetized. I've been trying for years to get my other one monetized, and I can't. But anyways, I'm going to keep sharing this with you, my strengths and my weaknesses, my learning points, my failures, like dropping cans off of the trailer. I'm going to show it all. I'm not too proud. I'm learning. I'm not going to cut out, mistakes and things like that. I want to be totally transparent with everything I'm doing, because I want this to be something that would have been beneficial to me when I started. I'm learning, and a lot of these things, you learn as you go. So if I had someone showing me every mistake they made, man, that would really have equipped me better. But we've got a good thing over on the Dumpster Rental 101 forum, and who else? Jesse Mims and all these guys, and my homie, I can't remember his name. I only remember him by his handle, Triple Axle Slinger out of Florida. Is it Chad? I think. I can't remember. I'm sorry, man. He's not watching me. But anyways, all those guys have been super inspirational to me, and they've showed me that they can do it. I can do it. And but I want to be totally transparent to show you all my screw ups. And I hope we can all learn from it. I learned from you guys. You guys have been so instrumental in just sharing with me, like seeing things I'm doing, like, hey, dude, you should do this, you should do that. I made adjustments in my pricing matrix and my contract and everything like that, and that's cleared up some questions that customers have had. So you guys are really helping me grow as not only this channel, but as a businessman and working in my business here. So thank you a million times. I really appreciate all the interaction, and it's been awesome and totally just like confidence inspiring. So thanks, guys. I'm going to start putting stuff together for the next one, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.